Siddharta Gautama, who would one day become the Buddha, was born in the 6th century BC in Lumbini, a city located between Nepal and India, into an aristocratic family. He received a refined education in his father's royal palace, in the respect of Hinduism. He belonged to the warrior caste and learned to handle the bow. His father thought that his son would become king, and that a pleasant and protected life would avoid him thinking about difficulties. But at the age of 29, he discovered the suffering of the world, misery, and death. He chose to separate himself from his possessions to lead an ascetic life. In this video, I invite you to discover the most beautiful quotes of Buddha. Hello, my name is Richard and you are on my channel, Best Quotes. I encourage you to leave us your comments, and especially to subscribe, to be kept informed of the publication of new videos full of wisdom. On his very first trip out of the palace, he is confronted with a world he never knew existed. An event known as the Four Encounters, which transformed the life of the future Buddha, is the starting point of his spiritual quest. After being confronted with the birth of a child, a sick person, an old man and a corpse, Siddharta Gautama suddenly understands that suffering is a part of humanity. He understands that although his status as a prince protects him from want, nothing will ever protect him from old age, illness, death, and suffering. One night, he decides to give up his family, his fortune, and his title as successor to the throne, to discover the path to salvation. For 6 years, Siddharta Gautama observed austerities with 5 other ascetics while practicing meditation. However, he did not find the answer in the religious teachings, nor in his itinerant life of severe mortifications that brought him to the brink of death. Seeing that these practices had not led him to a better understanding of the world, he decided to seek a new path. He chose to renounce extreme austere practices, and to concentrate on meditation, thus finding the middle way, which amounts to avoiding excesses, renouncing laxity, and excessive austerity. It is after 49 days of meditation under a fig tree that he reaches the illumination. He then became the Buddha, or the Enlightened One. The Buddha thus discovered the cause of human suffering and the way to fight it. I now invite you to discover the best quotes of Buddha. Doubt everything, especially what I am about to tell you. A fool may remain for years in contact with science, but he will not know the taste of science any more than the spoon dipped in the sauce knows the taste of the sauce. No one can save us but ourselves. No one can and no one will do it for us. We must walk our own way. Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, focus your mind on the present moment. You alone are your own master. It is from you that the effort must come. I call him wise who, innocent as he is, bears insults and blows with a patience equal to his strength. The spirit is difficult to control and unstable. It runs where it wants. It is good to dominate it. The tamed mind ensures happiness. Do not believe individuals, trust the teachings. Do not believe words, trust the ultimate meaning. Do not believe the intellect, trust wisdom. There is nothing constant but change. He who is master of himself is greater than he who is master of the world. Good is the action that brings no regrets and whose fruit is received with joy and serenity. Peace comes from within. Do not look for it on the outside. Vigilance is the way to the immortal kingdom. Neglect is the path to death. If hate answers hate, how will hate end? There are 4 unlimited thoughts: love, compassion, joy, and equality of soul.
Two things participate in knowledge: quiet silence and inwardness. Be to yourself your own refuge. Be your own light. To remain angry is like seizing a burning coal with the intention of throwing it at someone. You are the one who is burning yourself. The faults of others are easy to see. Those of the self are difficult to see. Put yourself in the shoes of others. If you can do this, you will no longer be able to hurt others. Happiness is born of altruism and unhappiness of selfishness. The fool who recognizes his folly is, in truth, wise. But the fool who believes himself to be wise is truly foolish. The farmer plows the fields, the armorer makes the arrow, the carpenter bends the wood, but the wise man perfects himself. Do not follow my teaching blindly, test it for yourself. Patience is the greatest of prayers.
After a lifetime of spiritual teaching, the Buddha died in Kusinagara, Nepal at the age of about 80. His remains were cremated and his ashes were distributed to 8 temples in India. Thank you for watching our video on the best Buddha quotes. I invite you to subscribe to be notified when our next videos are released. In the meantime, I suggest you click here to discover new inspiring quotes full of wisdom.